Hello, welcome to the videotape for the Criterion Reference Competency-Based Training Series for staff working with people with developmental disabilities. My name is Julie Schall. I'm Assistant Director and Director of Supported Employment Services for the Institute of Applied Behavior Analysis in Los Angeles, California. On this videotape, you'll be seeing two types of materials. The first is supplemental material for each topic. And that will be in addition to the material you'll be reading. You'll be able to know it's supplemental material because on the bottom of the screen, you'll see the words topic and then a number, such as topic 3. The other type of material you'll be seeing corresponds with the tests you'll be taking to show that you've mastered the material for each topic. You can tell you'll be seeing this sort of material because at the bottom of the screen during the segment, you'll see Criterion and a topic number and another number and letter. For example, Criterion 8.2b. You won't be using this videotape all in one sitting, so it's important to know how to get around on the videotape to find the material you need that you're on at that point in time. On the front of the jacket cover for the videotape and on the front of the videotape itself, there's a table of contents. And this shows all the material that's on the tape by topic. And beside of each, there's a counter number. To access this counter number on the machine you're using, rewind this videotape and set the counter to 0. And then you'll be able to fast forward to the number indicated on the table of contents. Then when you begin to play the tape, you should be about the point that you need to be to get that material. When the tape starts, you'll either see me as the moderator telling you what's coming next, or you'll see a segment with the words topic and a number, or the words Criterion and a number below. So that way you'll be able to tell if you're at the right spot or if you need to rewind or fast forward. The first segment that you'll be seeing corresponds with topics 3, Philosophy of Normalization, and topic 16, Supported Employment. It's about 20 minutes long, and it's a videotape which was produced by the Department of Rehabilitation in California. It's called The Right Match. Hope you enjoy it.
17 years ago, I was in a coma for 67 days. After I woke up, I had to learn to do everything all over again. Walk, talk, feed myself. Today I work full-time. I'm still not perfect. My memory is poor, and I walk with a limp. But that doesn't mean I can't work. You see, people with disabilities want to work. We don't want to be institutionalized or stuck in sheltered workshops because we're better than that. We want to contribute to the world around us, just like everyone else. And we can, because there are many things we can do. If employers would just look at our abilities, not our disabilities, they'd see there's a lot we have to offer. Rick Fernandez.
Finding a job under ordinary circumstances is tough enough. But if you have a severe disability, the chances of ever finding work are almost impossible. Yet today, thousands of people with disabilities are working in the state of California. I can tell you that it wasn't always easy to get employers to hire me, but along the way, I found people who believed in me and helped me develop the skills I needed to do my job well. And that's what I'm here today to talk about, people reaching out to people to help them gain the skills they need to do their jobs. The state of California has developed a program based on this concept, supported employment. This program matches jobs with people and then provides on-site job training and continuing support for as long as the employee needs it to achieve both employee and employer satisfaction. After Rick relearned basic skills like reading, writing, and spelling, he went to college. Due to his brain injury, progress was slow, but Rick was persistent, and in time, he graduated with a bachelor's degree in gerontology. With no work history, though, finding a job was difficult.
Get it. There, good. Come on, Tony, go ahead through it. After surviving the accident and then surviving school, then I come out and get slapped in the face by the employers. I had been looking for work over a year and a half. it seemed that the employers were just ambivalent. Really, they didn't really care if I went to school or whatever. There was no reason to hire me. That's what I felt. And eventually it grew on me that they're not hiring me because I'm disabled, because I have a head injury or whatever. And that really pulled me down further.
Rick believed that he had the skills and capabilities to go into a high-powered, high-paid job without any experience and not working for 16 years. And he was, in fact, his own worst enemy at that point in time. What we did was help Rick realize that he needed to experience, the real world, and especially in an employment setting. He needed to experience that, one, to find out what he was and was not capable of doing at this point in time, but also to experience options that he may be able to choose from.
I would like you to read that.
We set up many different types of interviews, and it's worked out very well for him. He's been able to progress from an attendant to work in the activities department, which was what he went to school to do. So it matched up with not only his skill and capabilities, but also his educational background.
I really believe that Rick's qualities as an individual and his qualifications made him suitable for this position because he was able to relate to the individuals that were here. He understands their problems, having had problems himself.
Well, I feel a certain empathy for these patients because I have been down the same road, and I remember being in a wheelchair and how confining you felt, how much in need of other people you feel. And I can make it easier for these patients because of the fact that I've been there. I've been down that road. I can see it from the outside.
I can see
it from the outside. And I know you're on
the inside.
the inside, looking out.
Supported employment doesn't find just any job for a person with a disability, but rather they work with each individual to determine the range of his or her capabilities. And then they work with the individual on the job to develop those skills. And in the end, everyone wins, because jobs don't just get done, they get done well.
Hi.
Yes, want to pay the abyss, please?
$6.50. Customer service. You just don't hand somebody a ticket. I'll tell a customer even before they walk up. Hi. That hi lets me know that I'm ready and willing and able to serve them. I like working because it gives me something to do all day, and I'm a part of something. I'm just not sitting in my apartment just existing.
The key does begin with supportive employment. I think that's a good springboard to begin, and also it increases your self-confidence too, which needs to happen.
They made it possible, knowing they had the initiative to say, well, you show us that you really want to work and we'll stick by you. And it's just without supportive employment's help, I could not be working.
In the beginning, when Marilyn first started her job, one of the problems was her counting back change. It was hard for her to hold the change in her hands, so the Department of Rehabilitation had advised that she use a tip tray, and it's a little black tray that waitresses normally use to set on the table. So what Marilyn does is she takes that tray and she puts the change on the tray, and she hands the tray to the customers. Switch your mic on.
Okay.
Also, an adaptation made by the Department of Rehabilitation was a microphone. With Marilyn being in the wheelchair, it was kind of hard for her to get up close enough to the microphone in order to communicate with the customers. So the Department of Rehabilitation came in and they adapted a mic for Marilyn to wear on her shirt in order for her to communicate better with the customers.
Hello.
You're fine. I think basically employers are skeptical about hiring people with disabilities is because they're unsure, or they're afraid that the employees are going to be like a sore thumb, sticking out in their business, and they're just afraid to take that chance to have them there, and they don't understand that they are reliable, and they can do as good of a job as their coworkers.
To most people, they may think, well, it's a little menial job, and to me it's much more than that. It's my life.
Jack has been with Morgan Manufacturing for over a year now. This is his third job working with machines. And as he so succinctly describes it, work helps him overcome his disability, mental illness.
Work's helped me, one, to feel better, and two, I can spread my happiness in the plant here. And the other feeling, too, is when I get off out of the job, I feel proud. I'm wearing these clothes and the boots, and I'm working with my hands. Now that I'm working, I feel more in control. I feel more stable mentally and physically, and I love my job fully.
Jack's a very upbeat person. He adds a lot to our shop. The job is an outlet for him, for his energy, and he gets right in there, he gets enthusiastic. Jack's disability doesn't seem to interfere with any of his functions that he has here.
Okay, you have to watch the fingers, and this hole goes to the left.
Right. The fact that Jack came with a job coach was a very comforting factor in that, especially in a new environment that he wasn't used to, he had somebody that could stay there with him for an extended period of time and get him used to it.
A job coach provides the extra eyes, someone right there who knows the client, gets the specifics from the employer as to what their expectations are, and tries to problem solve it so that the employee lives up to the expectations. It's so vital for a person to have a job and build self-esteem. We are what we do. Jack's the perfect example. He does a fine job for Morgan Manufacturing.
Thank you. Yeah. Voila. Voila.
Eileen, like some people with autism, is very high functioning in certain areas. The key for her was finding an employer who recognized that Eileen's skills could be put to use in her small business.
All right. You're just
Okay, bye.
I believe that every business has a job for a disabled person. If people would just take the time and really look at a job to see, oh, well, yes, there's something that a disabled person can do. We could hire a disabled person for that job. They wouldn't be sorry. I know they wouldn't be sorry. They would be happy that they did it. Be happy that they made this person independent. When Eileen first started, she had a job coach. The job coach came with her every day and showed her what to do. That made everyone here feel a lot easier because we didn't have to take time from our job to show her what to do. But Eileen's been here for so long now that she comes to work by herself. And I don't treat Eileen any differently than I would treat anyone else.
On the pile over there.
I was a little afraid that it would be a little too hectic for her because this business gets a little crazy. And we sort of go all in different directions, and I was afraid that it would make her nervous. But it was totally unfounded. She just flows with everything. She does a good job. She's been here about 2.5 years, and everybody just loves her.
Eileen's disability doesn't have any effect whatsoever. We have a lot of fun together, and we talk about news, and Eileen's just a pleasure to work with.
Are you guys almost done? The coach is here to pick these shirts up.
It's nice having Eileen around here to work with us because she's very efficient. You tend to think of her as just an equal. You don't even notice that she has a disability.
I have to keep working so I can overcome the autism, overcome the fears, overcome the behaviors. I would be an unhappy person if I didn't have a job, period.
Often the barriers that keep people with disabilities from working are easily overcome, as in Eileen's case, where a vote of confidence from her employer and encouragement from her job coach were all it took to help her become an independent, productive worker. Supported employment helps people with disabilities meet the challenges that might otherwise stand in the way of their ability to work, freeing them to contribute valuable resources to the workplace.
Sarah is a client of mine who has Down syndrome. She had not worked prior to a year and a half ago. A big obstacle was how Sarah was going to get back and forth from work every day. So that's where I stepped in, and that was my job to what we call travel train. Sarah had never ridden a bus independently before. So what I essentially did was I rode the bus every day for a week with Sarah. And Sarah picked up on it toward the end. She really did well. She recognized her transfer point. She has to transfer. And she knew where to get off, going and coming. And Sarah every day takes the bus now independently to the pharmacy. Through work, her level as a functioning adult has gone up in every facet of her life, not only on a vocational level, but in her interpersonal relationships, at home, with her friends, with her co-workers. Her cognitive level of understanding has increased. Her behavioral patterns have changed. She, prior to working, could not sit in a room without being the focus and the center of attention. And now she'll sit in a room and be content to just observe the conversation like anybody else. And she really knows who she is now. And she has a reason for getting up every day and getting out of bed. And she just is a real happy, productive person. It's amazing. It has been an amazing metamorphosis.
When I first considered hiring Sarah, I wasn't certain that someone with her disability would have an attention span where we could give her a task to do and she could do it and do it well without constant supervision.
Okay, we want to make sure that's doing well, okay? Yeah, that's it. And that's it. If you have any questions, you let me know, okay? Okay.
The fact that Sarah was part of the supported employment program, and when Sarah came to work for us in the beginning, she had a coach that came with her, really was a big factor in our hiring Sarah. The other employees that I have really don't have time to dust shelves and price some of the merchandise that we get in. Not only don't they have the time to do it, but those aren't jobs that are really fun for them and keep them interested in their work.
Sarah, how you doing?
Fine.
Let's see how much you're marking these. It's a win situation for us because we have Sarah who likes those kind of tasks and does them well. And it's a win situation for her because she really likes her job and she is just thrilled when she gets her paycheck, and it's all satisfying from both sides.
Finding a job match that benefits both the employee and the employer and providing the necessary support to both is what supportive employment is all about. And like Earl, most employers find that hiring people with disabilities usually does result in a win-win situation.
Hi, I have an announcement to make. Can I have your attention, please? I've been a supervisor for Security Pacific for 6 years now, and about 3 years ago was the first time that I had an opportunity to work with a disabled person. And I looked at it with apprehension, which I think is quite normal, not knowing exactly what to expect or how to react or how anybody else would react to the employee. I have 4 people now with disabilities working for me, and it really has been a positive experience, and I would not have any second thoughts of bringing others in if I was confident that they could do the job for me.
Well, we definitely feel that people that we have dealt with that have disabilities, that we have had reduced turnover from that segment. Attendance has not been any worse and probably better than a person without disability. And I think we have gained. It's been a win-win situation for both the disabled employee and for the company. We definitely plan to expand our program and hire more people with disabilities. We feel that people with disabilities are an untapped resource for employees now and in the future. We need to find ways to put people to work that are willing to work, and definitely the people that we've seen with disabilities are willing to work.
What are you doing that for?
I'm doing swimming with my little boy.
Oh, really?
If I wasn't working, I wouldn't feel good about myself. I would just feel down, and I wouldn't get the things that I want. All the disabled persons out there, don't give up. Don't give up hope. Keep going out there, look, and you will succeed into what you're doing if you keep trying. Because I never gave up hope.
You've just met a few of the thousands of people with severe disabilities who work in the state of California. And each day that number grows as yet another person with a severe disability determined to make a contribution enters the workforce. The supported employment program is in its infancy, and yet the possibilities are infinite as this program expands, gaining recognition, acceptance, and most important, participation. Whether you're an employer with a job to be done or an individual who needs support, consider the supported employment program in your area, because everyone wins when the right person finds the right job.
The following is supplemental material for Topic 8, Instructional Strategies.
In this segment, we're going to demonstrate two different methods of instruction. Let me set the situation. With Angela's help, we're going to role play a training situation in which I'm going to be trying to teach Angela how to place videotapes away on the shelf as she might need to do for her job at the video store. In reality, we would not set up an artificial situation such as we have here. We would be doing the training in the video store itself. The first method of instruction I'm going to demonstrate is something we refer to as the level of prompting method. In this case, I'm going to request her to put the tape away. I'm going to wait to see if she does it. If she doesn't do it independently, I will then provide the next level of prompt, which in this case will be a verbal cue such as try another way or what's next. If that doesn't work, I'll try a gestural prompt. If she still doesn't perform the task, I'll then try a direct verbal prompt. I'll say pick up the tape. If that doesn't work, I will then try a partial physical prompt, and finally a full hand-over-hand prompt. Hopefully at some point along the way here, we'll get a correct response. So let's try this situation. Angela, put the tape away, please. Try again. Pick up the tape. All right, very, very good. You did a good job. Very, very good job. So that's a demonstration of the level of prompt method, and for many people, that's a sufficient method of instruction. Over a series of trials, perhaps over a series of days, the person will learn to perform the task that's requested, requiring a lower and lower and increasingly lower level of prompt. The method sometimes produces, though, a undesired result, and that is that it can make the person dependent on a prompt. And to either avoid that situation or correct that situation, we want to demonstrate an alternative method of instruction which you might find necessary from time to time. This alternative method of instruction is referred to as the discrete trial method of instruction. In this case, we're going to provide the prompt right after the request. We're not going to wait to see whether or not the individual performs the requested activity. In doing so, We're also not likely to provide a verbal prompt. In this case, we're going to select a prompt that we know Angela will respond to based on my work with Angela. I know that she will respond to a clear and crisp gestural prompt in which I first point to the tape and then point to the place where I want her to put it. If that was not sufficient, I would look for another prompt that I know is likely to produce the desired outcome. The reason we wouldn't use a verbal prompt is that it has a greater tendency for dependency and is more difficult to fade out. So let's demonstrate this method of instruction, and then we'll demonstrate how we might fade this prompt out over time as instruction continues. Angela, put the tape away, please. Good job. You did a really good job. Thank you very much for working so hard. What I hope you noticed there is that the prompt was provided right after the request, not as I made the request, and not after I saw she wasn't going to do it. I provided the prompt immediately. In the next two trials, I'm going to demonstrate how this might look over time as we fade the prompt out further and further. In the first case, we'll demonstrate one more correct response, and in the second trial, we'll demonstrate what you might do in the case of an incorrect response, should that occur. Angela, put the tape away, please. Okay, good going. Good job. Very, very good. You're working hard. Let's continue, okay? Angela, put the tape away, please. That's okay. Why don't we try again later, okay? Okay, what I'm hoping that you'll notice here is that the outcome for Angela for an incorrect response was demonstrably different than the outcome for a correct response. And the point that we try to make is that there's no need to punish the person for an incorrect response, but you do want the person to see clearly that there is a different outcome for a correct response in contrast to a incorrect response, or vice versa. Let's do one more correct response so that we can end on a positive note. Angela, put the tape away, please. Good, terrific, very, very good. Okay, Angela is obviously going to learn this task and learn it well, and eventually when she's in her job at the video store, her supervisor is going to be able to ask her to put the tape away, and those tapes are going to be put back just perfectly. Good job.
Next, and also for Topic 8, Instructional Strategies, you will be seeing two task analyses, hierarchy of prompts teaching strategy and a discrete trial teaching strategy. You will be taking data on these for a test, so you'll need to have the data sheet from the test in front of you. Before you begin, you may want to watch through one time and then rewind to this point for data recording. Okay, are you ready to take the test for Competency 8.2? Again, please look at your sheet for reference. Criterion 8.2a. From the videotape vignette, record on the attached data sheet what level of prompt was effective in getting the learner to respond to each step in the task analysis. You will be recording according to the code on the top of the data sheet which prompt it takes to get the learner to complete each step. There are two separate vignettes. The first is the hierarchy of prompts teaching strategy. Ready?
Hi, Michelle. How are you? Good. Are you ready to work? Yep. Take down the chairs.
The next vignette, also for Criterion 8.2a, is a discrete trial instructional strategy. Again, you'll be recording what level of prompt it takes the learner to respond to each step in the task analysis according to the code on the top of the data sheet. Also, Remember to fill out all the information on the bottom of the data sheet for both trials. Are you ready? The next segment is for topic 10, data recording. It is used for the exercises in the test. If you're ready to do competency 10.2, please proceed. Otherwise, stop the tape and begin again when you're ready for 10.2. The following segment is for criterion 10.2b. After seeing the following vignette, write 2 operational definitions for the target behaviors portrayed.
Christopher, stop that pig.
No, no, I don't want to stop it. I don't feel like stopping. Don't tell me to stop it. No, no, no.
Now please stop the tape and write an operational definition for the 2 problem behaviors that you observed for criterion 10.2b. The next section corresponds with competency 10.4 about taking data. Please have the written test ready to write on. You will also need a stopwatch or a watch with a second hand. If you're ready to take the test, please proceed. Otherwise, stop the tape now and start again when you're ready for competency 10.4. You will observe 5 vignettes corresponding with criterion 10.4a. Before each one, I will tell you what the definition of the behavior you will observe is and or what data collection method to use. You will then record the behavior. You may stop the tape if necessary after each vignette, or you may review the preceding vignette by rewinding the tape. Are you ready? Vignette 1. You will write down what happens in an antecedent behavior consequence, or ABC format.
Stacy, it's time to get to work. Why don't you start by wiping off the table?
I don't want to wipe off the table. I'm so sick of wiping off the stupid table. I hate this job.
Stacy, if you don't work, you'll have to go.
Well, then fine. I'm going to go.
For the next vignette, the behavior definition is on task, or working during the entire interval without any distractions, such as talking, wandering, or stopping. You will be using interval recording. For each 10-second period, record plus if she's on task for the entire 10-second period, or minus if she's off task for any portion of the 10-second period. Remember, you'll need a stopwatch or a watch with a second hand.
Hi, how are ya? Have you been on vacation?
Oh, okay, okay. Bye.
Do you need to see it again to make sure? If so, rewind. Next, you're going to do a momentary time sample. Please rewind the tape to any place in the previous vignette. When the tape stops, for the first instant that you see, record a plus if she's on task or a minus if she's off task. Do this 2 times. If you're alone, please get another observer to watch with you to make sure that you get agreement. Ready? Vignette 3. For the next vignette, the behavior definition of a tantrum is screaming, hitting, banging, pushing, and kicking. A new episode is counted after 30 seconds without those behaviors. You will be doing a frequency count where you're counting how many tantrums occur. You'll also be doing a permanent product count where you're counting how many things are broken or destroyed. Ready? Vignette 4. Next, you will see a person doing a task, making a sandwich. You will time how long it takes her. This is called duration recording. Start timing when she touches the first material and stop timing when the materials leave the table. Remember, you'll need a stopwatch or a watch with a second hand. Ready? Vignette 5. The last vignette for topic 10, data recording, is another frequency count. You'll be seeing a person in a break room interacting with coworkers. You'll be recording how many conversations and how many greetings she has with her coworkers. A greeting is defined as saying hello, good morning, or how are you, with no further conversation, and also with appropriate loudness and good eye contact. A conversation is defined as further discussion than a greeting, also with appropriate voice volume and good eye contact, and no talk about sex, crime, or drugs. Ready?
Hi, Gary.
Oh, hi, Judy. How you doing? See you later.
Hi, Judy. Hi. Hi, Christopher.
Hi, Jude. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good, thanks.
Work going okay today?
Yeah, not too bad. Need a cup of coffee.
Yeah, me too.
So what's new?
Not much. How about with you?
Lots of good things. Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Did you have sex with her last night?
Excuse me? It's a pretty inappropriate question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Oh, hi, Angela.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Having a good day at work?
Yeah?
Working hard?
Oh, of course, always. What about you?
Yep, I'm trying to work hard.
That's good.
Did you do anything special this weekend?
Yes, I did. I went to the mountains.
Oh, was there snow?
Yes, there was a lot of snow.
Good.
What about you?
I just went and saw a movie.
Oh, that's good. Nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
The next section corresponds with topic 12, positive programming. The first segment, which is about 20 minutes long, shows a personal effectiveness training, or P.E.T. group. Before viewing this, you should have completed the reading material in topic 12 about P.E.T. After watching this videotape, you should be able to complete Criterion 12.6a, describe 3 parts of the social skills training process.
Okay, I'm glad you all came to P.E.T. today. Who remembers the topic that we're working on? Angela, I'm sure you remember. Disagreeing? Disagreeing, all right, that's right. Sometimes people are going to ask what you think about something and you're going to disagree with what they say, or they're going to ask you to do something that you can't do. So it's important that you be able to assertively state your feelings and opinions without getting upset or making other people feel angry or upset. Okay? So that's disagreeing. And there are 4 parts of disagreeing. Okay? So there's 4 things that we're going to look for you to do. Grant, you want to pay attention here. Okay. Who can give me one thing that it's important to do when you disagree? You need to tell them what? That you don't. Stacy? That you don't what? Agree. That you don't agree. That's exactly right. So the first thing you need to do is you need to tell them that you don't agree with what they're saying. Okay. What's the second thing? You don't agree with them and you want to make a what? What else might you want to do? If you can't do what they say, compromise? Okay, excellent, Angela. So you'd like to make an alternative suggestion. So the first thing you're going to do is say that you don't agree with what they said. The second thing is you're going to give them your own suggestion. What else might you want to give them? You give them a suggestion. You might want to give them your what? What do you think?
Reason?
Correct. That's excellent. That's exactly right. That's the third thing. You give them the reason for your suggestion. And there's one thing, and this is something that we do a lot of the time. The fourth and final thing, easy thing. When you finish talking to somebody, you frequently do what?
Say goodbye.
Excellent. A closing remark. Tell them thank you, goodbye, some kind of closing remark. So there's the 4 things. Okay. Stacy, I'm going to let you go first. Okay. Stacy, I'm your boss. Okay? And I tell you that a new employee, Grant, you want to make sure that you're looking this way. I tell you that the new employee that I just hired can't work on weekends, so I'm going to ask you to work this weekend. Okay? But that would be something that you can't do. So what's your role? You're who?
Me.
You're you, and you do what?
I go to work.
You go to work, so you're the employee. And what's my role? I'm who?
You're my boss.
I'm the boss, that's right. And what's your task? You're going to do what?
I can't work on the weekends.
That's exactly right, and so you're going to do what?
Not agree.
That's exactly right. You're going to disagree. Excellent. Okay? Peggy, I want you to watch real closely because you're going to be looking at her eye contact. Okay. Since Bob can't work this weekend, I need you to work this Saturday for me.
I can't work on the weekend.
You can't work on the weekend?
Because there's no bus that runs on the weekend. I can't work on the weekend, and I'm sorry.
So you can't work this weekend because the bus doesn't run? Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll have to get somebody else.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I'll find somebody else. Peggy, how was her eye contact? Good eyes. She had good eyes, that's right. It was excellent eye contact. Angela, what did you like about what Stacy did?
She was very nice to you.
She was very nice and polite. I agree. Excellent feedback. This time tell Stacy.
You were very nice.
Very good. Grant, what did you like about what Stacy did?
Polite.
She was very polite. That's right. And Carla, what did you like about what Stacy did?
She kept looking down.
What did you like about what she did?
She told me thank you.
She said thank you. That's right. Stacy, I agree. You did an excellent job. You did all the things that they said, and you did all 4 things that you needed to do. You told me that you couldn't work the weekend, and you gave me a very good reason. And you said thank you. You did an excellent job. That was really good. Okay. Carla, you're going to be next. I'm in your P.E.T. group, okay? And I suggest that we have our quarterly party at my house, okay? Because that's more convenient for me, but it's nowhere near the bus stop that you need to take, okay? So what's your role? You're who? You're you, and you're in what?
P.E.T.
Yeah, you're in the P.E.T. group. And what's my role?
You're another person in P.E.T.
Excellent, that's right. I'm another person in the P.E.T. group. And what's your task? You're going to do what?
Tell you that I don't want to have the party at your house.
That's exactly right. So you're going to be disagreeing with me. That's excellent. Okay. Let's have the party at my house.
I don't know. The bus stop's really far away. I don't know. I kind of like to have it someplace else.
Oh, so you'd like to have the party someplace else because you can't get to my house?
It's not very easy now.
Okay, well, where do you think we should have it?
Well, Peggy's house is really close to the bus stop.
Okay, so then maybe we'll have the party at Peggy's house. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Stacy, what did you like about what Carla just did?
She disagreed strongly.
That's right, she did disagree. She did an excellent job of disagreeing. Grant, what did you like about what Carla just did?
Polite.
She was polite, that's right. What else did you like about what she did?
She was talking to you.
She talked to me, that's right. Excellent, Grant. Angela, what did you like?
She came up with a good place to
She did come up with a good place to have the party. That's okay. P.E.T. is supposed to be fun. Don't worry about it. Okay, and Peggy, how was her eye contact? She had what? Okay, good. Okay, that's right. She did have good eye contact. That's excellent. Grant, it's your turn. Okay. I'm in your tennis club, and I suggest that we go to the movies at a time when you have to be at work. Okay? So what's your role? You're what?
Tennis player.
You're in the tennis club. That's right. Excellent. And what's my role? I'm also in the what?
Tennis club.
Excellent, Grant. And what's your task? You're going to do what? Okay. Thank you.
Disagree.
Grant, that's excellent. That's exactly right. You're going to disagree with me. Okay. I think we should go to the movies on Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
I can't.
You can't? I really want to go to the movies at 4 o'clock. Okay. Okay. Angela, what did you like about what Grant just did?
He said he couldn't.
Okay, he said that he couldn't go to the movies. That's right. What do you want to tell Grant? He had what? Good eyes. Excellent, Peggy. Stacy, what did you like about what Grant just did?
He spoke really clearly.
He spoke very clearly. I agree. And Carla, what did you like about what Grant just did?
Well, he looked at you.
He had good eye contact. That's right. Who has a suggestion for Grant?
I think he should say no, he should stick to what he wants to say.
Okay, Grant, let's do this role play one more time, and this time I don't want you to give in. I want you to say again, I can't go, okay?
What?
You know why? Because you have to be, okay, you guys, you need to be quiet. Because you have to be at work, and you really want to go to the movies, right? Because you like the movies. So if you had to be at work, could you go to the movies?
Go and play tennis.
That's true. Playing tennis is a good thing to do, but we're going to be going to the movies, okay? If you were at work, could you go to the movies at the same time you're at work? No. Okay, so you have to tell me no. That's not a good time. Got it? Okay. This time you're going to stick to that, right? You're going to keep saying no. Even though I try to change your mind? What are you going to say? No. Excellent, Grant. Okay. I think we should all go to the movies on Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Can't, sorry.
You can't go to the movies at 4 o'clock, but I'd really like to go to the movies at 4 o'clock. What do you tell me? Stick to your guns.
Gotta work.
You've got to work. Oh, so you work at 4 o'clock, so you couldn't go to the movies? Well, what do you think we should do then? Should we have it at another time?
We go some other time.
Go some other time, okay. Would you like to go after you get off of work? Okay, let's do it then. We'll go at 8 o'clock. Grant, you did great. Angela, tell Grant what you liked about what he just did.
He didn't change his mind this time.
That's right. He stuck to his gun. Stacy, you need to pay attention because you're going to need to tell Grant what he did really well. Peggy, what did you like about what Grant just did? He had what?
Good eyes.
He did have good eyes. That's right. Stacy, what did you like about what Grant just did?
He clearly said he didn't want to go.
He did say that very clearly. This time, tell Grant.
You said he didn't want to go.
That's right. And Carla, tell Grant what you liked about what he just did.
He told you why he couldn't go.
He did tell me why. Grant, you did such a good job. You stuck to your guns and you gave me a really good reason of why you couldn't go. Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You did so good. I'm really pleased. Okay, Angela, it's your turn. Okay. And Peggy, this time I want you to listen real carefully and see if you can hear her. Okay? So you're going to be the one who tells us how her voice volume is. Got it? Okay, that's your role. Okay, Angela, I'm your boss. And I tell you that the new employee that I just hired can't work on the weekend, so I need you to work this weekend. Okay? So what's your role? You're who?
I'm an employee.
You're an employee. Excellent. And what's my role?
You're my boss.
That's right, I am your boss. And what's your task?
To tell you that I can't work on the weekend.
Exactly. So you're going to disagree with me, right? Excellent. Okay, remember you're going to listen for her voice volume. Okay. Since Bob can't work on weekends, I need you to work this Saturday.
I can't.
You can't work this Saturday?
No, I can't work on Saturdays.
Oh, but I really need you to work on Saturday.
But that's the only time I can go home, and I can't work on Saturdays.
Oh, so you go home on Saturdays? Well couldn't you get to work anyway?
Nope, my mom lives too far.
Oh, so you couldn't get there because you couldn't get there on the bus or something?
Right. There's a bus that goes that far.
Okay, well then I'll find somebody else to do it. Thank you. Peggy, how was Angela's voice volume? Good. It was good, that's right. You spoke really clearly. Stacy, tell Angela what you liked about what she just did.
She looked at you.
She did.
You had good eye contact.
She had excellent eye contact. Carla, what did you like about what Angela just did? Okay, Grant, you want to pay attention. Thank you.
Well,
She had a lot of things. What was one of the things that you liked? Did she give a reason for why she couldn't work?
I told why.
Okay, excellent. That's right. You gave me a good reason. And Grant, what did you like?
She was polite.
That's right. She was polite. What else did you like about it?
She was nice.
She was nice? Can you think of anything else that you liked about it?
She talked to you.
Excellent. Grant, that was very good. That's right. Angela, you did a great job. You know, you told me that you wouldn't work. You didn't change your mind even when I wanted you to. And you told me it's because you lived too far away. That was really good. Okay. Peggy, it's your turn. And I know how much you like this. Okay. Okay. Peggy, what I'm going to want you to say is I'm going to want you to say, I can't go there. That's too far. So what are you going to tell me?
That's too far.
That's too far, and you don't agree with me, right?
Right.
So what are you going to tell me?
That's too far.
Okay, excellent. Okay, we're in a P.E.T. group together. Okay, you need to pay attention. And I suggest that we have a party at my house. But my house is really far away from you, okay?
At my house. We're having a party at my house.
That's what you'd like to do. That's excellent. Okay, so what's your role? We're where? We're in a what? What's this group called?
P.E.T.
Excellent. We're in a P.E.T. group. What's my role? I'm in what?
You're the boss.
Well, I'm sort of like the boss, but not really. I'm also in the same what?
P.E.T.
In the same P.E.T. group. And what's your task? You're going to tell me that it's what? My house is what?
Too far.
It's too far. Excellent. That's very good. Okay. Peggy, let's have the party at my house.
We're having the party at my house.
Oh, you want to have the party at your house? Why do you want to have the party at your house? Because
it's too far.
It's too far. Excellent, Peggy. That was wonderful. Stacy, tell Peggy what you liked about that.
You were really clear with what you wanted.
That's right. You did a very good job. Carla, what did you like about how Peggy just did that?
She had to ask Angela
What did you like? She did a lot of really good things there. What was your favorite thing that she did?
She told you she wanted to have it at her house.
That's right. She told me she wanted it at her house. Grant, I bet you have something to say. What did you like about it?
She didn't give up.
She didn't give up. Grant, that was excellent feedback. All right. And Angela, what did you like about it?
She talked really well.
She did talk really well. Peggy, you did fantastic. I am so pleased that you told me that you wanted it at your house. That was great. Okay, who wants to be facilitator and do it to me?
Angela always does a good job.
Okay. Angela, you would be a great facilitator. Okay. Here you go. And remember, what you want to do is you just want to read. Which of these do you want to do? You could do either the P.E.T. group. You could do where you're my boss. You might get into being my boss. Or you could do the one where we're in a tennis club. Which one would you like to do? Do you want to be my boss? I thought so. Okay. So what you want to do to start off is just go ahead and read this.
I am your boss, and I tell you that the new employee cannot work on weekends, and so I ask if you can do it.
Okay, excellent. Ask me this question.
What is your role?
I'm an employee.
Good. What is my role?
You are my boss.
Good. What is your task?
I'm going to disagree with you when you ask me to work.
Okay.
Then what you want to do is you want to go right here and start right there.
Since Bob can't work weekends, I was wondering if you could.
You know what? I can't work this weekend because I don't have my job coach, and I can't work without my job coach. I really need them to help me out. Maybe you could ask bet Stacy could work next weekend. Why don't you ask her?
If Stacy doesn't want to, I want you to work.
You know what? I just can't because I really need my job coach to do a good job.
Okay, well, I'll ask Carla then.
Okay, thanks. I really appreciate that. Oh, what a good facilitator. Okay, what's the next part you need to ask?
Peggy, how did you think Kathy did?
What did you like?
What did you like about Kathy's talk with me?
Eyes.
Her eyes. Good. Good. You paid attention.
Okay.
Stacy, what did you like about Kathy?
She said thank you.
Yes, she did. Good.
Okay, Grant, you want to pay attention because your turn's going to come up. But, okay, let me ask that.
Carla, what did you like? Say something nice.
Well, she was really fun. She kept telling me what she wanted, that she couldn't work because her job coach wouldn't be there.
Good. And Grant, what did you like?
She all for things.
Good. She knew all 4 things? Tell her.
She was polite.
Tell her.
Good. Okay, now you summarize. You give me your feedback.
Well, you had good eyes, I agree, and you were polite, and you had good reasons, and Stacy said that you said thank you. You said thank you. You were very courteous.
Okay.
So I agree you did a good job.
Angela, you are a fantastic facilitator. That was really, really good. You did great. Okay. But the homework assignment for all of you for this next week is when somebody asks you to do something that you can't do, I want you to disagree with them, okay? And when you disagree with them, I want you to tell them what you're disagreeing with, suggest another solution, give them a reason, and tell them thank you. And next week when we get back together again, I want you all to report back on how that goes. Okay, so what's your homework assignment?
Disagree.
To say, to disagree, and you're going to say, thank you, that's excellent, Peggy. Okay, we've got a little bit of time. So, Stacy, I know you had some problems with your job coach this week. And can you tell us what happened?
I was at work, and my job coach told me what to do, told me to sweep the floor, and then my boss came, this was on Tuesday, and he told me to wash the windows, and I told him I couldn't because I had to sweep the floor, and he got really mad at me, but I couldn't because I had to sweep the floor.
Okay. So what would your goal be in this situation? If this happens again, what would you like to have happened?
Well, I would want to know what to do, and I wouldn't want my boss to get mad at me.
So you'd like something to do so that your boss didn't get mad at you. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and role play what you did before so we can see what it is, and then we'll look at it and we'll see what we can do to make it better. Okay? And I want everybody to watch real carefully because you're all going to give her feedback. Okay? Now, who do you want to be your boss?
Grant, because my boss is a man.
Okay, so Grant's going to go ahead and be your boss. And what did your boss say to you exactly?
Well, he said, you need to wash the windows, and I told him that I couldn't wash the windows.
So he said, you need to wash the windows.
He was not very nice.
And how did he say it?
He said, you need to wash the windows.
Okay. Grant, why don't you say that?
You need to wash the windows.
Does that sound like your boss?
But he was even meaner.
Okay, say it a little bit meaner. You need to wash the windows.
You need to wash the windows.
How's that?
That was good, even though he was a little meaner.
I agree, that was pretty good, Grant. Okay, why don't you guys stand up? Because I'm sure you were sweeping. Okay? Okay, and Grant, why don't you tell her to go ahead and wash the windows?
You need to wash the windows.
I have to sweep the floor because my job coach told me to sweep the floor, and so I have to sweep the floor. I'm sorry.
Wash the windows.
I have to sweep the floor.
Okay, great. Why don't we stop right here? Okay. Carla, what did you like about what Stacy just did?
She told her boss why she wouldn't wash the windows.
Okay, she gave him a reason. Grant, what did you like about what Stacy just did?
She was polite.
She was kind of polite. She had a nice tone of voice. Angela, what did you like about it?
She told him why she couldn't.
Okay, she gave him a reason. And Peggy, what did you like?
Good eyes.
She did have good eyes, I agree. Okay, Stacy, you did some really nice things. You looked at your boss right in the eye, and you clearly talked to him, okay? But this time I want you to do it again. And this time when your boss tells you to wash the windows, I want you to say, okay, I will.
But my job coach told me to sweep the floor.
That's true. Who's in charge? Boss or job coach? Well, they kind of both tell you what to do, but who actually makes most of the decisions at your workplace?
My boss.
Your boss. Okay, so you always want to do what your boss says, and you can always tell your job coach that your boss told you that. So this time, when he tells you to wash the windows, I want you to say, okay, I will.
Okay.
Okay? So what's your role?
To say, okay, I will.
That's going to be your task, and you're at work, and what's Grant's role? He's your what?
My boss.
He's your boss, and what are you going to tell him this time?
Okay, I will.
Excellent. Okay, why don't you two guys get up again and do it again.
Wash the windows.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Grant, being her boss, what did you like about it this time? How did you feel about it when she said that?
Agreed. She agreed.
She agreed, and as her boss, did you like that better? Made you feel good? I think that's probably true. Carla, what did you like about what Stacy did that time?
She agreed.
Okay, she agreed with her boss. Peggy, this time let's think about voice volume. How is her voice volume? Could you hear her?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Voice. Good voice.
Good voice volume. Excellent. And Angela, what did you like about it?
She was polite.
She was polite. Stacy, that was excellent. You did a really, really good job. So next week, I'm going to give you a second homework assignment. I know. It's terrible. But just in case, if your job coach tells you to do something, and then your boss comes up and asks you to do something else, what do I want you to say?
Okay, I will.
Perfect. Okay, and the rest of you, what was your homework assignment?
To disagree.
To disagree. And then you're going to come back and you're going to tell, what are you going to do when we get together again?
Tell you about it.
Tell us about it. That's right. When are we going to get together again?
P.E.T.
At our next P.E.T. session, which will be Monday, 5 o'clock. Okay? So I want to see you all there. You did a great job today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next segment, which is about 10 minutes, is a relaxation training group. This is also for topic 12, positive programming. In the group, you will see various strategies to facilitate relaxation, including muscle tensing and relaxing, deep breathing, and imagery. You may want to observe the group through first. Then, for Criterion 12.7a, you will need to participate in the relaxation exercise by following along with the group.
Okay, to start the relaxation, put your feet flat on the floor and your hands to the left. And take a few deep breaths. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now we're going to tense and relax some of our muscle groups. We're going to begin with the eyes. Squint the eyes tight, tight. Feel the tension, and then relax. Squint your eyes tight, 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 and relax. Feel the relaxation in your eyes. Next, scrunch your face, tense your face muscles, scrunch them up, tense, feel the tension. Now feel, now relax, and feel the relaxation in your face. Okay. Next, we're going to lift your shoulders, lift, tense your shoulders, tense them, tense, and let them drop, and relax. Again, tense, lift them up, feel the tension in your shoulders, and relax. Feel the relaxation in your shoulders and your neck. Okay. Lift your arms. Make a fist. Tense your arms. Tense them. Feel the tension in your arms. Make them tense. Let them drop and relax. Feel how they're relaxed. Again, lift your arms. Tense. Feel the tension in your arms.
What?
And relax. Okay, feel the relaxation in your shoulders, in your neck, face, your arms. Feel relaxed. And tense your stomach muscles. Make them really tense. Feel the tension. Now relax. Again, tense your stomach muscles. Tense, tense, and relax. Feel the tension moving your stomach muscles. Feel the relaxation in your shoulders, your stomach, and your arms. Next, squeeze your thigh and buttocks. Tension in your thighs, your buttocks. Tension, tension, relax. Feel your upper legs relax. Squeeze, tension in your upper legs and your buttocks, and relax. Lift your legs. Bring your toes towards you. Tense your legs. Feel the tension in your legs. Tense, tense. Let them drop and relax. Feel the relaxation in your legs. Lift your legs. Tense, pull your toes back. Feel the tension in your legs. Feel the tension and let them drop and relax. Feel the relaxation in your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your stomach, your legs. Feel the relaxation. I want you to close your eyes and begin breathing in slowly and exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out slowly. Feel tension leaving your body as you breathe in and exhale slowly. Continue breathing deeply in and out. Feel the stress leaving the body. Breathe in and out. Feel energy as you're breathing in and out. Clear your mind of all thoughts. Relax. Breathe deeply in and out. Let go of your stress. Let go of the tension. Keep breathing in and out. In, out. Feel the energy as you relax. Breathe in and out. Clear the thoughts from your mind. Relax. Feel your arms. Check to see that they're relaxed. Breathe in and out. Check to see that your neck is relaxed. Breathe in and out. Feel your legs. Check that they're relaxed. Continue breathing deeply in and out. Clear thoughts from your mind. In and out. Picture yourself on a beach in Hawaii, relaxed. Waves are coming upon the shore.
Keep breathing slowly. There's a slight breeze in the trees overhead. You're sitting on the sand, listening to the waves, slowly coming on shore. Keep breathing deep. Relaxing on the sand, and the white clouds drifting by, the waves coming on the shore. You feel relaxed. Breathe deep in and out. The ocean's lapping on the shore, the breeze blowing in a palm tree. You feel relaxed. Keep breathing deep in and out. In and exhale. All the stress is left. You're relaxed. Keep breathing deeply. In and out. We're going to count to 3. You'll open your eyes, feel relaxed, and go on with your daily activities. Keep breathing in and exhale. 1, again in, exhale. 2, 1 more in, and exhale. 3, open your eyes. You feel relaxed. You feel calm.
The following material corresponds to topic 13, reducing behavior problems. You will now see a role play about handling emergency situations. You should have finished reading the written material in topic 13.
When dealing with a behavioral crisis, it's important to keep in mind that what you do could have one of 2 effects on the behavior. It could make the behavior situation worse, or it could get it under rapid control. Bearing that in mind, let us demonstrate one way that is producing a worsening of the situation.
You stole my
money. Just calm down.
No, you're a thief. You have no right to call the police.
Don't yell at me.
You stole my money.
Don't
stop.
Stop yelling at me and put that down. Here's the kind of behavior that got you in the state hospital.
I don't care.
Listen, you want to go with the timeout?
No.
Come on.
No.
Listen, relax.
No.
Crying out loud. Don't do that. Listen.
No.
Listen. Do you want me to call the others to hold you?
No.
Do you want any help?
No. You can't get me.
Listen, if you don't calm down, I am going to get somebody here to take you into timeout.
No.
Is that what you want?
No.
Then calm down.
No.
Yes,
No.
Relax.
No.
Okay, come with me.
The last segment you'll be seeing is also supplemental material for topic 13, reducing behavior problems. You'll see a demonstration of active listening, which lasts about 5 minutes. Afterward, you will be demonstrating the use of active listening in a role-play situation.
Active listening was described by Thomas Gordon in Parent Effectiveness Training. It's a strategy that's used to reflect back a person's meaning. It's important when you do this that you match their emotional level. It can be used either as a general style, or it can also be used as a reactive strategy in a crisis. When you use it in this way, it will often calm the person down so you don't get worse forms of the behavior like aggression or property destruction. It's important to be aware of certain roadblocks and to avoid them. Common roadblocks include giving the person an opinion, giving them advice on what they're doing, analyzing the situation, or asking them questions.
It's important that you continue active listening until the person is no longer upset. You don't want to move on to an alternative strategy such as problem solving until the person feels that they've been heard and they're totally calm. Often active listening will solve the problem in and of itself because the person just wants to feel like they're heard, and then they're able to find the solution to the problem. The purpose of active listening is to validate a person's feelings. Now we're going to move on to a demonstration of active listening.
Oh, you would never believe what happened this morning. I got on the bus, and I was sitting in the back. The guy turned around and called me Four Eyes because I was wearing my glasses, and I didn't.
Boy, somebody really hurt your feelings when they called you Four Eyes.
Yes, they did. Everybody looked around, and I was so embarrassed.
Boy, that hurt your feelings so badly because they called you Four Eyes, and then everybody in the entire bus turned around and looked at you.
Yeah, but when they said Four Eyes, they probably thought I had 4 eyes, and that really made me embarrassed because I don't.
So you were embarrassed. You thought maybe they'd look at you and think there was some kind of strange person there.
Yes.
Boy, and that really upset you.
It sure did. It sure did. And I wanted to hit him so bad. I wanted to hit him.
Boy, when they hurt your feelings, you were so angry, you just wanted to hurt them. You wanted to make them feel kind of the way they made you feel.
You bet I did.
Boy.
If I see him again, I'm going to hit him.
Boy, and they made you so angry that you're still angry, and if you saw him right now, you'd punch him in the face.
You bet I would.
Boy, you're still upset about that. They hurt your feelings so badly.
Because there were other people in the bus, and they didn't call nobody Four Eyes but me.
So it was even worse because they picked you out of all the people on the bus. There was a bunch of people wearing glasses, and it was awful because they picked on you, and that hurt your feelings.
It sure did. I want you to break those.
And you know what? You even hate these glasses because they helped lead to you being teased on the bus and made you feel bad, huh?
Yes, they did. So
yeah.
Break them.
Boy, and
just break them.
Boy, you feel, I bet if these didn't exist, that things would be better. That they wouldn't call you Four Eyes and they wouldn't tease you on the bus.
Well, just break them.
So you want them broken. And in fact, you kind of like it if I broke them. You were just so angry. They really hurt your feelings.
I do need them.
But you kind of need your glasses, so you're not sure if you want them broken.
Not really, but...
You just don't want your feelings hurt.
You know what?
What?
I think tomorrow I'm going to tell them it's not right. That they shouldn't call me that.
So tomorrow when you're on the bus, if somebody says something like that to you, you're going to tell them to stop. You're going to tell them, don't call me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like something to do.
This completes our videotape for the competency-based training program. We hope you enjoyed it. Please help us by filling out the evaluation forms for the training series and turning them in to your supervisor, and also by rewinding this videotape and returning it to your supervisor. We hope that the competency-based training series will help you to feel more confident and competent in working with people with developmental disabilities. Good luck.